So through this video, I will talk about the Day of the Dead. It's a bit late to talk about it, but late is better late than never, alright? So yeah, I know. But at least for the next Day of the Dead, you know what to do. No, I'm joking, I'm kidding. Like, it's still useful, okay? So, what happened with Halloween? What happened with the Day of the Day? What's the difference? So, yeah, Halloween, it was on the 31st of October. Alright, so for Halloween, we experienced a connection between dimensions. So, that's why we have all these kind of events where people dress up as witches, monsters, zombies, and all that creepy things or creatures from the astral. So yeah, like what happened is that if we want to connect with those dimensions, we can. But at the same time, we can also connect with higher dimensions. Doesn't mean that we need to connect with the lower dimensions, but it's a good moment for the lower dimensions to connect with higher and then receive a little bit of light. So this is all about what happened on Halloween and the 31. I don't want to focus on that. I could keep talking about that, but I don't want to miss the focus on what the mission of this video is. So then we have the Day of the Dead, right? And we are like, yeah, the Mexican culture. No, this is not the Mexican culture. This is the culture of the world. Like, many cultures will celebrate the Day of the Dead with different names, yeah? And also many religions, they will do the same. So what happened with the dead? So what really happened is we have a beautiful opportunity this week for being aware of our lineage, being aware of where we come from, being aware of our roots. And so this is a beautiful opportunity for us for healing ourselves, and also knowing that when we heal ourselves, I'm also healing my ancestors. Yeah, so I'm also healing the dead. So this is a beautiful moment for us, a beautiful time in the year for us to remember the dead people, but not just for, making them happy. Because this is not about that. We always remember the dead people, right? Especially the loved ones. But this is more specific. This is more about, okay, so you've been working the whole year, diving into your fears, diving into your dark side, and then you found a lot of rubbish under the ocean, under the surface. So you take it to the surface, and then, okay, this rubbish, where this rubbish come from? And you may understand or understood this year that many of that rubbish, when I'm saying rubbish, I'm talking about traumas, I'm talking about prejudgments, I'm talking about belief systems that have been conditioning us, limiting our power, blocking our presence, blocking the flow of our energy. And then, so this is not us. We choose to born in this body with this DNA that belongs to this family lineage, okay? And what are we doing with that? Why I have chosen these parents from Italy and these other grandparents from Spain? Why I have born in Argentina instead of having born in, I don't know, like Sicily? Why? Because I came here to live an experience, take the frequencies of the places and my ancestors, yes, and create something totally new that is going to affect directly to my ancestors, my parents, my children, and my grandparents, and to the back. So we are all the time healing. And especially us with the tools that we've been developing lately, with this shift, big shift of consciousness, we are being much more conscious of the cause and effect of everything we do, the cause and effects of our thoughts, the cause and effects of our actions. So this will allow us to be aware that when I am forgiving myself, I'm also helping my ancestors. And what means helping them? They are already dead. Yeah, I know that. But hey, I'm a past life therapist. People reincarnate. Yeah. So, if people reincarnate and you come to see me, for analyzing your past lives. So, if you are helping your ancestors by transmuting their karma, you are helping them for or not returning to earth at all, or returning to earth with better vehicles, and avoiding them to take the karma back, and then working hard on that because you are doing the work now. Makes sense what I'm saying? So in a way, we are building a different world that even us, when you return, we will find it different. So the experience as a human being will be totally different. Yeah, so in terms of the third dimension and the fourth dimension and the fifth, so in terms of out of time and space, the matrix is changing. So all the experiences that we're going to have and experience in Earth will be different. So we are now making those changes. So that's why for us it's so important the Day of Death, and be aware that we are all connected, and every time we, in this month of Scorpio, November in general, everything we are doing when we working on ourselves, we are actually helping these other souls that may be reincarnating soon or not soon, and they will have new possibilities of self-development because of our job. So yeah, I hope it was clear enough. Probably not. Probably wasn't clear enough because I never practiced before the videos. I need to tell you the truth. I just put records and I talk whatever comes to my mind. This is a mistake, maybe not. I don't know. But if there is any question, you can leave it on the comments in this video, and I will promise you I will make another video much more clear and much more focused in your own understanding of it. So you probably, before finishing the video, because I don't want to finish the video and you're like, okay, what I have to do now? You told all the things and now I don't know what to do. Okay, yeah. Just be aware. Be aware that when you are learning things, for example, let's say that your grandparents were in Second World War. So your grandparents were in the war, and let's say that your grandparents were I don't know, one was from Italy, and then he went to war and being a prisoner of the Germans. Okay, so all this pain that it caused to your family members, these traumas, the hate that is in your DNA because of the things happen. And then nowadays, you or yourself, and then you travel, you meet a beautiful German girl or beautiful German guy, and then you guys love each other. And you're like, it's already, the war happened 80 years ago. That is, I forgot already. Yeah, it's good. But hey, it's good to be conscious and say, okay, I am making peace with this other nation. I am making peace with myself. I am making love instead of making war. I am helping my ancestor. I am setting them free of their suffering or of their fears. I am showing them that back then the war served a purpose that doesn't make sense anymore. And even back then, we could do the things in a different way. We didn't have the skills, we didn't have the knowledge, but it could be done differently. And now, I know I can do things differently. I know that I'm not joining a government and making war to someone because my girlfriend is from there. You know what I mean? And then, so yeah, I gave like a very easy example, but it could relate to anything, to skin color, because we may be Africans in the past, and now we are born in, I don't know, in a European country where people is blonde with blue eyes. But before you wasn't a slave and you being punished because your color of skin. For sure people was ignorant back then, but now that you have a different color of skin and you're behaving differently, is the way for diminish the karma of your soul family, diminishing the traumas of your soul family, and also helping your twin flame and your soulmates. It is never ending story. This is huge. And if we are aware of how huge is this, every time we wake up in the morning and we know that the things we are doing are affecting actually everyone in this planet and even other universes, then we are much more powerful. So this is all about Scorpio, going into the deepest of your consciousness, diving into the darkness and bringing light to that darkness and embrace it. Understand that's me, and I have to forgive myself and find a way to do it. And when I do it, I'm actually healing the whole soul family. And we all, this is not only me updating my vibration, having more chances for different incarnations, or even in the spiritual world, having access to higher spheres, but also my soul family. So this is all for us, for thinking about it, and instead of thinking of the dead people as, oh, put of them, they are dead, put of me, I don't have them anymore. I know it's so difficult to have a dead person. It's terrible, we miss them. This is suffering, but if we could rethink about it in a different way, I believe we will feel them even closer that we think we are. So I hope this was helpful, and I wish I could record more videos. So this is a way to start, right? So I promise you I will. I wish you a beautiful November and happy 11/11. Mwah.